Congratulations, Unity Center of Peace. It's Reverend Victoria Loveland-Coen here, and this June, we will be celebrating our 40th anniversary here at UCP. That's right. 40 years ago in June, a group of committed individuals came together with a vision for creating a loving community where people could support each other in accessing their inner divine power, for connecting with spirit and nature, for remembering their oneness with all, and for radiating that peace out into the world. Now, since then, we have grown in size and membership and programs, but that original vision is still very much alive here. In fact, it fuels all that we do. And you know, it's the people, the community that has really kept UCP going through some pretty rough patches through the years. But we're still here, and we are stronger than ever. And you know, in the 12 years that I've been the minister here, of course, 8 of those years co-ministering with Reverend Rosemary, I have seen deep and lasting friendships formed. I've seen people supported when they needed it the most. I have seen people finding their passion. I have seen physical healings, increased prosperity. I have seen people realize their dreams. What an honor it has been to be a part of that. And if you feel so moved, please send us your well wishes and maybe a sentence or two about how UCP has contributed to your life. You can send that to office@unitychapelhill.org. And I hope you plan to be here for Sunday, June 30th, as we dance together in the energy of joy and celebration. Until then, peace and blessings. Congratulations, Unity Center of Peace. It's Reverend Victoria Loveland-Coen here, and this June, we will be celebrating our 40th anniversary here at UCP. That's right. 40 years ago in June, a group of committed individuals came together with a vision for creating a loving community where people could support each other in accessing their inner divine power, for connecting with spirit and nature, for remembering their oneness with all, and for radiating that peace out into the world. Now, since then, we have grown in size and membership and programs, but that original vision is still very much alive here. In fact, it fuels all that we do. And you know, it's the people, the community that has really kept UCP going through some pretty rough patches through the years. But we're still here, and we are stronger than ever. And you know, in the 12 years that I've been the minister here, of course, 8 of those years co-ministering with Reverend Rosemary, I have seen deep and lasting friendships formed. I've seen people supported when they needed it the most. I have seen people finding their passion. I have seen physical healings, increased prosperity. I have seen people realize their dreams. What an honor it has been to be a part of that. And if you feel so moved, please send us your well wishes and maybe a sentence or two about how UCP has contributed to your life. You can send that to office@unitychapelhill.org. And I hope you plan to be here for Sunday, June 30th, as we dance together in the energy of joy and celebration. Until then, peace and blessings.
Hello and good morning. My goodness, there's some good energy here. As we settle in, it's a quick reminder, turn off your little digital friends. Silence it, do not disturb it. Put it on vibrate, well, maybe just put it on completely silent. And we're gonna get started. It's like herding cats this morning. All right. So as Chris says, tons to be grateful for. And so, oh my goodness. Okay, phones off. Do not disturb. And all the modes. Okay, here we go. So let's say thank you for technology and thank you for being away from technology. 1, 2, 3. Please stand. Thank you. 3. Thank you. 3. 4. Thank you. 3. Thank you. Here we go. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful day. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. It's a joyful, this joyful, this joyful day. It's joyful, this joyful, this joyful day. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Woohoo! Thank you. You may be seated. Yes, indeed. Welcome to Unity Center of Peace. It's so good to have you here to be together in this community. You know, I've been away for a long time, so it's just so good to reconnect and to really feel your heart. I can feel your heart. I feel your soul. I can feel it all. It's just vibrating so hugely here. So thank you for being here. I'm Reverend Victoria Loveland-Coen. And to my left is a wonderful Maria Kavanaugh. Yes. Who's leading us in a meditation and really anchoring us in that spiritual consciousness. And we want to say hello to those of you joining us online on YouTube, Facebook. Welcome. We are so glad to have you here. If you want to say a quick hello in the chat, and then we feel like we've got this give and take communication going on. All right, so let us take a moment and be with this divine light candle, this element of fire. And just take a moment and be present to that. And I invite you to say our opening invocation together, which is on that buff sheet in the seat back in front of you. If you're not yet familiar with that, take a look. And take a moment and really connect in your heart. Breathe into your heart space for a moment. Yeah, if you would close the door, that would be awesome. Close the door, yeah. We take a moment and get into the quiet. We love it. And we love a little quiet space, too. All right, taking a breath. There is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life. God, the good omnipotence. Take a breath. Really feel that presence, that omnipresent good, that infinite possibility of good right here, right now. We open, we accept. So it is.
I surrender. I trust and I know as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I surrender. I trust and I know as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I fall into the arms of love.
I invite you, if it's comfortable, to close your eyes. Take anything out of your lap, hands resting softly. And take a couple of breaths coming home to you. Perhaps lengthening the exhalation, feeling your body soften into the chair. Just observing the breath. And as our bodies quieten, can we bring our awareness to our heart center? Sometimes it's helpful to bring our hands to our heart, kind of brings awareness to that area. Understanding that the heart is so much more than just keeping us alive. The heart is how we connect with the divine. Perhaps you can bring an image to your mind of someone or a moment in time that gave you that experience of love, of joy, of gratitude. I invite you to bring that image to your mind's eye now. And I invite you to love into it. Appreciate into it. It can be a simple thing. Sometimes we have a hard time finding our heart. We have a hard time accessing the heart space because it's so busy in the world, in our lives. And it's not something we've ever been shown or thought to do, especially when it's hard. if there's a word that comes to mind of an emotion that's of the heart, and if you have a tendency to have a wandering mind, which is so easy, we all do it, I invite you in the next few minutes in the silence to keep coming back to this word. And so we'll enter the silence with open hearts. And as we sit in this quiet place, in this place of love, let's bring forth the names of the people, the places, situations in our lives and in the world in general that are perhaps weighing heavy. And let's see if we can't, say them out loud, yeah. Can we share with these places, people, situations, the love? And in this same energy, I now hold the prayer box that sits in our lobby. It's full of the requests from individuals looking for this peace, whether it's matters of the heart, issues around abundance, relationships, health. Let's hold them in the same loving energy. And in that understanding that if they can just open their own hearts, it's right there. It's right there. And so now we gently bring ourselves back. Opening our eyes, soft gaze. And perhaps look around. Look around at the love, the community, the friendships, the humanity, the divinity. It's all here. I will say that if anybody still has something weighing on their hearts and would like to have our trained prayer team pray over your requests, please take a minute. This box sits in the lobby and put your request in here. It's powerful stuff. I can speak to that personally. So, microphone's going okay. Everything's working out. Join me now as we say our ever so beautiful vision and mission statements together. Would you? They're on here for anyone who's visiting, on the seat back, in the seat backs. And let's just center into this, because this is our reason we're here. This means something, this vision and mission statement, and I invite you to bring it into your heart as we say together our vision. We envision the divine light awakening in all. And our mission, we center in peace and love. We connect in our hearts with others. We celebrate our journey toward wholeness. And we empower others to experience their spiritual magnificence. And so it is. So we welcome Karen this morning. Karen and Andreas, thank you for being here. And let's have some music. Thank you.
This little number is called I Believe, and I'm wishing for you to feel this in your open heart for yourself. There is this energy, this feeling inside of me that all is well. There's nothing I can't do, nothing I won't say, and my heart is full. And I know I am free, and I believe in me, and in my love, in my light, in my truth, all is well. I believe I am free. I believe in all I'm meant to be, and I believe in my heart and in my voice. So I will share my beauty. I believe. Well, it doesn't take much, does it, for the world to get us thinking and worrying to disconnect. Oh, but there is a place you always carry within. Oh, that knows the truth. Oh, and you are always where you are. And you are always worth it all. I believe in me, and I believe in my worth. I believe in my voice, and I believe in my truth. I believe all the goodness I see. It's all right here for me. It's always been inside of me, and I believe, I believe, I believe it's all right here. It's all right here. It's all right here inside of me. I believe.
Thank you. Beautiful. Very beautiful. Ah, yes. Lovely. Again, so good to be back. Ah, thank you. I haven't seen some of you in a while. Oh, my goodness. Well, I get to share a little bit about my adventures today. And so, but I want to begin by kind of acknowledging that, in unity and in most progressive spirituality, we talk about God being within us, right? God is within us. We don't believe this idea that there's a separate being apart from us out there somewhere, some supernatural father figure in heaven watching down on us. That's not something we believe anymore. We don't believe that. But we open to this idea that God is the divine life essence, that universal source and substance, the cosmic birther of all radiance and vibration, the infinite organizing power, the Tao, the whatever it is that you want to call it, that is, yes, all everywhere in the universe, expressing as everything and expressing as each one of us in every moment and experiencing life as us. Right? And so, yeah, that's what we're embodying. That's what we're embracing. And yet, sometimes that's such a huge idea. It's sometimes very difficult to wrap our brain around that, right? It seems so huge. So I think that sometimes when we're thinking about God, we kind of maybe unconsciously reduce it down to this idea of kind of envisioning that this light, that maybe there's a thin strand of light at the center of our being, right? Or maybe unconsciously we're thinking of it as a blueberry in a muffin. A little blueberry buried somewhere in a big muffin. God is somewhere inside of us. I think sometimes we're thinking about that. Of course, God is the fullness of who we are in every part and parcel of our being, every aspect of our being, moving and expressing as us wherever we go, whatever we do. But again, big idea. Not only sometimes difficult to grok, but also sometimes difficult to live. Maybe more so, difficult to live. So if you're anything like me, it's like, well, here I am on Sunday morning. I get this. I'm nurturing my spirit. I really sense that universal presence, that fullness of the divine. I really feel it. I see it. I sense it. I hear it in the beautiful music and the meditation, and I see it within everyone, and I know that that divine presence is everywhere. I get that. But yesterday, when I was mad at my kids, mad at my spouse, when somebody cut me off, when I'm at the grocery store and it's crowded and I'm trying to get, after a long day, trying to get everything and get it together and make a dinner and put it on the table for midnight, when the homeowners association is doing absolutely nothing for the overgrowth of algae that's in our lake, then I don't always know I'm God expressing. It's more like the blueberry and the muffin scenario. But of course, even still, even when I'm not aware of it, right? It's there. It's in all of us, 24/7. No matter where we go, no matter what we do, it can't be separate from us, right? It can't be separate. We can be asleep to it. We can cover up the light that we are, and boy, some people do a really good job of covering up the light, don't they? It's like a blanket. I'm going to put a blanket over and just, I'm not going to let any of that light come out, There it is. But the light is there. Always, the light is there. And the more often that we know it and we can sense it and we embrace it, more often throughout our day, throughout our life, the more of a opening, the more in alignment we are with the flow of love, the flow of joy, the flow of harmony, the flow of abundance. That's why we practice, right? That is why we have spiritual practice, to help us stay awake. So that was the idea. I set an intention before I went on my trip to Europe. I set an intention that I want to take that consciousness with me. I want to be aware, to remain aware where I'm going, even though I don't have this. I didn't want this like separated. Here's my life as a minister. And, I'm helping people to stay awake to who they are. It's what my life is. I'm surrounded in this beautiful community, being supported in my spiritual truth. And then this is my life over here, traveling, playing, having fun. Not that there's anything wrong with traveling and playing and having fun, right? In fact, I want more of that in my spiritual life and more of my spiritual life in the playing and I want more integration. So, how'd I do? Well, let me just say that being in spiritual community is really important in our effort to stay awake to who we truly are. It's really important. I mean, being surrounded by people who know that that divine presence is who they are. People who honestly connect in their hearts with others. People who are actively participating in their journey toward wholeness. That just makes it easier. It just is a beautiful way to stay awake, right? Being in a land, in a place where there didn't seem to me to be a whole lot of that consciousness of divine oneness, of the awareness of oneness, of the awareness of, our consciousness influences our experience. Not that they're not wonderful people, of course, they are. But I think it's like, it was my experience, and I had to say just my experience and where I was. There seemed to be, I think it's the historical thing, right? It's the historically Catholic, Europeans historically. I mean, how many grand, ornate, stained glass window churches do there have to be in one place? A lot, apparently, and they're beautiful. So it's either traditional Catholic, traditional Jewish, traditional, or just atheists. It doesn't seem to be that there's a lot of understanding that there's an alternative, that there's just not, this awareness that this universal spirituality that's centered in this truth that we're divine, this divine oneness, right? It didn't seem to me. With one notable exception, which I'm going to talk about next week. So you got to come back for that. But, New Thought, okay? New Thought is, it is absolutely American. It is an American thing. America is a young country that was founded by people seeking freedom to have an experience, their own spiritual experience that was different. So this was a place where new ideas could take root and grow. This is where New Thought grew. And it was formulated by some pretty important thinkers in our country, the Transcendentalists, and then formulated more by others after that. So that New Thought is not only do people don't know what New Thought is here in America, we need to do a better job of spreading the idea, but really I don't think it's known at all in Europe yet, right? So it is absolutely American. So for the most part, I was on my own with this, right? And so but I have my meditation, right? God, have meditation will travel. You can take that anywhere, at any time. I had my books and my podcasts on my tablet and my Insight Timer affirmations on my phone. And, so support. That along with my intention, I think helped keep me a person who, admittedly can get frustrated when things don't always go the way I like them to, maybe impatient. It helped to keep me relaxed, going with the flow, and centered, I think more. So, yeah. Now, I'm guessing most of you have heard of the book Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert, or you saw the movie starring Julia Roberts. Yeah, Julia Roberts. So it's a true story, right? She has a painful divorce and she wants to find herself. So she's traveling these different places and she has these experiences that were kind of related to the places. So she went to Italy. That was the Eat chapter. And then she went to India. That was the Pray chapter. And then I think it was Bali. It was Bali with the love thing, right? And so I was thinking about my trip, and I thought, well, obviously not the same reason, but I had a similar Eat, Pray, Love. And so that's what I am calling this today and next week, my Eat, Pray, Love. And I'm adding one quality, which is be. So it's Eat, Pray, Love, be. And so let's start with eat. Because that's often the question. The first question people are, how was the food? And, well, I have to say, because we are basically vegetarian, we didn't really get to sample a lot of the regional cuisine. So no schnitzel and noodles for us. Even though we were in the land of Sound of Music. Schnitzel with noodle, remember that? We didn't get that. We had to sort of search out the odd vegetarian or, other kinds of food restaurants. But the meals that were really amazing were the breakfasts. And I am not a breakfast person. But, boy, I am transformed now. The restaurants, the hotels, they serve a breakfast, and it is not like anything that American hotels have. It is a huge room filled with all of these amazing things. Just trays and trays of beautiful cheeses and meats, if you want that, and bowls of fruit, and all kinds of yogurty things that I never even heard. Quark, I'd never heard of. All these interesting things. And in every place, they had this tray, this metal tray that was kind of at an angle, and on it was an actual honeycomb. You see? And then it's angled down at the bottom so that the honey runs down into the bowl. It's like, oh my God. And the bread, all of these different varieties of bread, the German bread, oh my God, with all those crunchy little things in it. And you can slice it yourself, so you could take a big hunk. I mean, it was amazing. And then what was that thing called? They said it was served in breakfast at Tiffany's. What was it called? Eggs in a cloud or egg cloud. It was like an egg cloud. Ever heard of that? It was just, wow. Okay. So, I mean, if you had 2 or 3 stomachs, you could fuel up for the day, which is a good thing because the moment we finished, we put on our sneakers and went walking basically all day. And I want to just also mention we stayed with some friends in a little village right outside of Interlaken. And they have this Swiss chalet at the base of the Alps. I mean, it's just these rolling hills, and the cattle are grazing on these rolling hills. And the sound, like times 20, like at a distance, you hear this beautiful, beautiful sound. I mean, it's just, it's heavenly. And so our host served cheese, and local cheese, and she said, oh, it's from the cows that are right there on the hill. And she served honey that the bees visited her flowers in her garden. So it's like, how, you can't get any more local than that. It was fabulous. And then just one thing before, are you like getting hungry? Oh, just wait. Okay, so the pastries, right? Oh my God. They're all like artfully crafted. Every single one is just beautifully crafted. Dana will show you a picture of the one he loved. It's got little perfect red hearts, 3 lines of perfect red hearts on the outside of it. I mean, it's just like an artisan created this thing. And people would, they take their time and they sit down and they have a cappuccino and they have the pastry and they have a conversation. It just, so when in Rome, we ate a lot of pastries. Didn't really gain much weight because, did I mention, we walked all over the place, right? So the interesting thing about the culture is that there's not, where we were, okay? There was not really a to-go culture. You don't get your coffee to go. There was like no to-go stuff. People didn't grab food and eat it in their car on the way to work. They sit down at a meal and, enjoy a conversation. Yeah, it just, it was really beautiful. And because there's no to-go culture, there's no, can I just have a little, thank you, back there. There's no plastic utensils. I didn't see any plastic cups, any plastic utensils. Anything that was served was compostable or bamboo or something, or a compostable cup. The first plastic cup I saw was when we got to our 4th city, and it was a Starbucks. And I'm like, oh, thank you, Starbucks. They're changing their culture. People were like getting to-go coffee in a plastic cup. So, I mean, it's possible. And also the water, there's no plastic, well, there are, but most places serve the water to go in glass. Glass, which, yeah, it's breakable. Yeah, it probably costs more to ship this, but I guess they figure it's worth the sacrifice to save the earth, right? So next week, I want to talk about how we can all get together and begin to put pressure on takeout places to change to compostable. It's so easy they can do it. They just need pressure. And put pressure on, there's a group of people that I really want to align with to work together and really put pressure on companies to stop it with the plastic and switch to compostable. It can be done. We just need, I saw it. We need to actually speak up, and they need to know that people want this change, right? So next week we'll talk about how we can do that. But yeah, okay, good. And so this week, though, I have a little assignment for you, if you are, if you so choose to accept it. And so the idea is to know more often that we are the presence of the divine in expressing. Wherever we are, whatever we do, more often, even when it's difficult, right? So what I thought this week is that we'll practice with something easy. We can practice with something easy and we get that down, and then we can graduate to more challenging life experiences. So I thought we would practice conscious eating this week. Good. Conscious eating. So commit this week to really sitting down with your food, being conscious, being, just really giving your time, understanding you're nourishing your body. You might want to be in gratitude. We can think about, I'm so grateful for the plants. I'm so grateful for the earth that gave rise to the plants. If you're eating animals, grateful for the animals. And really feel like the food is divine essence that is nourishing my body. So if you can avoid kind of grabbing and going, I know sometimes, for me it's really difficult. But I want to make a commitment this week to just really being conscious and enjoying and sitting down. And if you're having a meal with someone, this is not the time to complain, to be negative, to bring up difficult topics. You want to stay in gratitude during this time. So there is a beautiful prayer that the Self-Realization Fellowship folks say before they have a meal. And I dated a guy for a couple years who was in SRF, and he taught me this prayer, and we would say it before a meal. And it was so beautiful, and I want to bring it back. So here it is. And yes, I put it on, because I had a feeling people would say, oh, I want that. So I put it on a handout that is in your program, if you want to look at this together. And I took the liberty of changing the first two words, which they had Heavenly Father, but we're practicing this, understanding divine essence. So it is divine source, receive this food, make it holy. Yeah, you can say it with me. Let no impurity of greed defile it. The food comes from thee. It is to build thy temple. Spiritualize it. Spirit to spirit goes. We are the petals of thy manifestation, but thou art the flower, its life, beauty, and loveliness. Permeate our souls with the fragrance of thy presence. Isn't that beautiful? If anybody missed getting a program, the greeters are here to put that in your hand. We have Pat down here. Pat down here. Barnsley on the side. Yeah, so we're practicing. This should be something pretty easy, pretty doable. What we're practicing is bringing our consciousness to what we're doing. If we can be conscious of eating, when we're eating, we can be conscious of spirit while we're driving, while we're at work, while we're having a difficult conversation with somebody, when somebody rear ends us, somebody cuts us off on the freeway. We practice one step at a time, and we grow in our consciousness to allow that flow, to really align ourselves with the flow of the divine spirit through, in, and as us at every moment. Are you willing to do this week? Yes. All right. There you go. Namaste.
Who else wants a pastry? That's awesome. This is a little song called Water by Daniel Namad. I've seen my share of struggle when I thought that I knew best. When I've sailed through a storm instead of stopping to rest. And it always seemed the hardest when I made my stubborn mind. Well, I'm changing my ways this time. I wanna be like water coming down a mountain into shadowy canyons, flowing from pool to stream. Wanna be like water, head up hill no more. I am bound for the sea. Have you ever seen an eagle head straight into the wind? He doesn't pick a fight, spreads his wings and just gives in. And in the end he always makes it home just fine. Guess he knows that every storm subsides. Wanna be like water coming down the mountain into shadowy canyons, flowing from pool to stream. Wanna be like water and head uphill no more. I am bound for the sea. Well, I let nature take its course. No more thinking that I know where this river's meant to go. I've railed against the stars for the cards that I've been dealt, for the lottery I never won, for the heartache that I've felt. But it always seems when I let go of expectation and regret, life has plenty of surprises for me yet. Everyone wanna be like water coming down a mountain into shadowy canyons, flowing from pool to stream. Wanna be like water and head uphill no more. I am bound for the sea. Wanna be like water coming down a mountain into shadowy canyons, flowing from pool to stream. Wanna be like water and head uphill no more. I am bound for the sea.
What a beautiful song. Thank you. And Reverend Victoria, my taste buds are going. Thank you very much. But I'm struck. Was anyone else struck here at that notion of community and just how blessed we are? And I think you're bringing Sacred Cafe to a whole new level too. I think that's really beautiful. So thank you. Yes, I know. The challenge is on. All right. Good. Right, so this is that special time where we get to show our appreciation and share our love energy in physical form, in the form of donation. So many of you are already conscious sustainers. Thank you so much. There's lots of ways to give. They're all in your program. And if you're online, there's a link in the chat. Please, it would be wonderful. Your donations are appreciated. And we just have to know in our hearts that this money is so much more. It spreads through our community. It's the livelihoods of people who work in our community, and that goes out into the world in so many ways. And it is just truly the law of circulation in action. So thank you for participating and playing. With that, I invite you to take your gift. There's envelopes in the front of the back of the seat chairs in front of you, if that's helpful. And we're going to say our blessing. It's at the bottom of this page, the blessing of the gifts. We say together, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am. And so it is. Thank you.
Power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of now is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth.
Oh, my heart is full. If you will, join me as we bless these gifts for the energy of love that they are, that not only goes out into the world, but comes back to the giver in so many ways, because we know that's how the world works. As we give, we receive. And for that gift, we say thank you. And so it is. Thank you. Mary's also taking the prayer box out. Don't forget. I'm going to fix my microphone. I think I need to go to microphone school, seriously. Right, so any visitors here today, we welcome you from the bottom of our hearts. We're so glad you're here. Please join us for Sacred Cafe afterwards, and we have a cool event happening this afternoon to stay on with. If you didn't receive a welcome pack, please raise your hand, and Mary will just drop one over to you, and we'd so appreciate it if you want to fill it in. Right up here, Mary. Thank you. And if you're visiting online for the first time today, please don't be shy. Say hi in the chat. Our greeter, Mel, would love to say hi to you and share some information with you. We're glad you're here. Thanks. All right, I think we have one more song from, and I'm going to sort this thing out.
Okay. It's totally cool. This is called Let Love Lead the Way, and hope you all join me on the chorus, which sounds something like this, but feel free to join anytime. I'm gonna let love lead the way. I'm gonna let love save the day. In the darkest moments or on the brightest days, I'm gonna let love lead the way. 'Cause when I'm feeling down, when I wanna be part of something bigger than me, yeah. When I'm feeling lost, I feel the weight of all my fears. I wanna find my way back home. I'm gonna let love lift my load and let love lead the way. Everybody, let love save the day. the darkest moments or on the brightest days, we're gonna let love, we'll let love lead the way. Love, she wants to steer. Love will drive the truck. Love, she has the keys, and love will step it up. There is no denying how it makes you feel when you open up and you let love take the wheel. Let love lead the way. Let's all sing it together. Let love lead the way, over and over. Let love lead the way, yeah, yeah. Let love lead the way. 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 Yeah. Full chorus now. Let love save the day. In the darkest moments or on the brightest days, we're gonna let love, we'll let love lead the way. We'll let love lead the way. As we eat, pray, and love, we're gonna let love lead the way. Yeah. When we eat our food this week, we're gonna let love lead the way. Yeah. We're gonna let love lead the way. Yeah. Let love lead the way.
Amazing, thank you. All right, so as always, lots going on at UCP. Almost too much if you're trying to say it all in a very short time period, but here goes. So I'm sure most of you know Unity Center of Peace is celebrating its 40th anniversary this month, and next Sunday, we have a day of celebration. It's going to be wonderful. Directly after the service at 1 o'clock, we have a cookout on the back deck and around the building. We've got a champagne toast. There's going to be storytellers and people who founded this community are here and will be sharing with us. There'll be poetry reading. There'll be live music in the sanctuary. We have a group of various different amazing artists, some of whom we know, some we don't, will be performing all afternoon. And there's face painting for kids and then a photo booth and dance party to end the day. So check your insert. For sure today, our own Patricia and Irena will be walking around. We need some volunteers for some tasks. So don't run in the opposite direction when you see one of them approaching you with a clipboard, please. Okay, just, there is joy and love in service, let me just say. Good. It's going to be a wonderful day. All right. Yeah, anyway, okay. So this morning, our own David Glass has led the second week of the book study. The book is called Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life, Living the Wisdom of the Tao by Wayne Dyer. This is an open group, so if you're still interested, feel free to join next week. They meet in the back chapel from 9:45 to 10:45. It's a wonderful book, and I think the conversation is rich, so partake of that. The time has come. We have another Pathways to Community class coming up in July, just to put it into your mind. If you are considering membership here at Unity Center of Peace, or are curious about it and don't know, there's no obligation whatsoever, or if you've been around for years and years and just would love a refresher, join Reverend Victoria on Saturday, July 13th from 1 to 5 to really get to understand and deepen your understanding of what Unity and New Thought is all about. More details, again, in your Sunday program and on the QR code. It's all on the website. And lastly, 3-minute miracle, as always, in the back room. If something is still weighing on your heart and you would like a trained prayer partner to pray with you, our own Karen Rowe, who maybe will put her hand up, will be our prayer partner this morning. Go and find her. It's a beautiful way to deepen when something's troubling us. Right. We have 3 things going on after service today. It's going to be very exciting. First thing, in the back hallway at 12:30 is Deeper Dive. If anyone would like to join Gaines Steer at the back, in the back room on the right, for a conversation about the talk today, and just to talk about Eat, Pray, Love, European adventures. Who knows what's going to come out, but please join Gaines for the Deeper Dive. Shannon, who will tell us a little more when he comes in, but actually the kids have a show day today. They want to show us what they've been working on upstairs. And so on the back deck at 12:30 will also be an opportunity to talk with some of our young people and hear what they've been experiencing in our YFM mornings upstairs. So please don't run away from them. Go and talk to them. They're really an amazing group of kids. And lastly, this afternoon, at 1 o'clock, we are actually in the sanctuary going to screen the newest documentary, Joe Dispenza's documentary called Source, It's Within You. It's just been released this weekend. It's only been released for 3 days, and then it will go off, and I don't know what they're going to do with it after that. So this is a really special opportunity. Some of you may know we have a study group that meets on Mondays to study this science and meditations of Joe Dispenza. And we have an opportunity to bring a little European flair to Domino's Pizza. So there will be pizza provided for anybody attending. Yes, we'll bless it. And just so you know, the pizza boxes are compostable. So, but maybe we have the chance to eat it mindfully and enjoy it in community together. So that's that. And last but definitely not least, beautiful flowers today are from our own Dolores. If you put your hand up, Dolores, thank you. They're gorgeous. Oh. And so I'm just going to read this. In dedication to our fabulous We've Got Your Back team, a tiny but mighty group of Unity members who share their wisdom, energy, love, and creativity to help members in need through a difficult time. And I can say, having just, we're in week 8 of a pretty horrible car accident, and that We Got Your Back team has just surrounded myself, Brad, my husband, who's out ordering pizza, and my whole family. And I can't tell you, especially in those early weeks, our home was full of grace and love. And I don't know where it came from, except from this team. Between the prayer team and the We've Got Your Back team, we are so blessed. So thank you, and thank you. Yeah. Whew. All right, so wasn't expecting that. Let's bring in the kids. I think I saw them there. Yeah.
I am the radiant life of God. I am, I am, I am. I am the radiant life of God. I am, I am, I am. The health of God, the strength of God, vitality, energy, vim of God. I am the radiant life of God. I am, I am, I am. I am the radiant life of God. I am, I am, I am. I am the radiant life of God. I am, I am, I am. The health of God, the strength of God, vitality, energy, vim of God. I am the radiant life of God. I am, I am, I am.
Good morning. Good morning, y'all. I'm Shannon. For those up on, I'm the YFM director. We had a good energetic bunch today. We continue talking about the power of imagination, sort of envisioning what our projects could, or how we can use our power for others. We're still working on that project for underserved and unhoused folks. Evan crafted some beautiful artwork to brighten up someone's day. And then we had, with the younger kids, we lost Tiger. So we had to use our imagination to pretend to find Tiger. So that was a fun thing. Big thanks to Chris, and then big thanks to Lisa as well. Please introduce yourself. She is one of our candidates for the YFM assistant role. So say hi.
Yes.
Soon after the service, I have put up a bunch of posters. Come out to the back deck if you would care to brave the heat and learn about what we've done since September. Come out there and build a power using the pyramid, using your power of faith. If you felt like you are one who has done some mothering mothering or fathering, but you weren't here to get those gifts, they have some out there as well. And last, we invite you all to use your power of imagination and envision what the YFM program will look like next year. Right? So you can write down your ideas. We've got numbers. If you're like, I'm thinking like a circle with a bunch of lines, there's a free-form space for that. Right? Use your power. Help us envision how to form these children into their spiritual development. Some other combination of words right there. Use your imagination. All right, let's bless the children.
All right. Kids, we love you. We bless you. We appreciate you just the way you are, and we behold the Christ in you. Mwah. All right, if you'll stand with me, we're going to say the prayer of protection. Again, on your back of your sheet here. And so we say together, the light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let me be with my family in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyful vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with.
Hi. If this video has inspired you, opened your heart, expanded your consciousness, filled you with hope, empowered you in some way, we encourage you to support what... Hi. If this video has inspired you, opened your heart, expanded your consciousness, filled you with hope, empowered you in some way, we encourage you to support what we offer here at Unity Center of Peace by making your donation now. And thank you. Hi. If this video has inspired you, opened your heart, expanded your consciousness, filled you with hope, empowered you in some way, we encourage you to support what we offer here at Unity Center of Peace by making your donation now. And thank you.